The time has come, once again, for the Warriors to battle in pursuit of supremacy. Dialog Schools Rugby League. The battle for supremacy starts in June.
Season 1 දැනුම Season 2 චරිතාවලිය Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
Very good evening to all our viewers joining in this live telecast from www.thepapare.com. We are coming to you live for the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023 Week 5 encounter. Zahira College hosting St. Peter's College in this fifth and very important week in this Dialog Schools Rugby League. Zahira coming into this game after winning two games. They started well in this season, but unfortunately a poor second half performance last Saturday at the complex handed them their first defeat in this 2023 season. And on the other hand, St. Peter's College in Papare and looking to continue that momentum going forward in this week and the 2 weeks coming up. The weather forecast is hot and humid here in Maradana, and we have a maximum temperature of 30 Celsius and the wind speed is also 18 bit on the low side. Ground conditions no junior games played, so its ground is fully in for this first 15 encounter. Going through the points table, this is Group 1A. Isipatana having a clean slate, 24 points, winning all 4 games with 4 bonus points, and they are cruising ahead in this Dialog Schools Rugby League. And on second place, DSA Nanayaka got the better out of the struggling Kingswood outfit yesterday. That was a close encounter, and they have 3 wins under their belt with 17 points. And then we have St. Anthony's St. Thomas's only losing 1 game apiece, tied at 11 points. And on the other hand, St. Joseph's College, after few setbacks at the beginning of the tournament have come up with 2 victories, and they go head to head against St. Thomas's at Mount Lavinia today, and St. Anthony's will take on Isipatana at CRNFC. Wesley on the other side, still there's no win for them, and they get the bye week this week, so they won't play. And on Kinsut on the other side, still struggling with 4 defeats. And coming up to the Group 2A, which is Royal at top of the group. They played one more game and they won 3 consecutive victories after that initial loss at Bumblebee for St. Peter's College, and they are up with 90 points. They go and play Dharmaraja today, and St. Peter's on the other hand 3 wins of the 3 games with 16 points. Then Zahira with 11 and also with Vidyartha with 11 points, and Dharmaraja with 8, and Trinity not having the ideal preparation for the Bradby, just losing 2 games out of the 3 they played, and 6 points, and on Science still winless, and they are at the bottom of Group 2A. And these were the preparations from the both sides before this kickoff, and joining with me in commentary is the 2016 vice captain of St. Peter's College, Senura Premavardhana. Senura, good afternoon and welcome to the Combox here at Zahira College.
Good afternoon, Ilan, and thank you for inviting me again. So today we are here to witness an exciting game. Zahira is looking to bounce back with a massive defeat against Royal, and Peters here, they want to maintain their clean sheet. So we'll see, this will be an exciting game for both teams.
Yes, Zahira played well on the first half. They took a lot of tackles, lot of energy was sapped. Royal, they were 3 at half time, and on the second half they just gave 41 points. Just going through the last week results, you see Isipatana 22 points to 6. They scored the 4 tries, so they got the bonus. And Trinity losing to St. Peter's, that was another close encounter, and St. Peter is coming up trumps at Pallekele. Royal having a superlative second half that had the upright, and St. Anthony's won 30 points to 29. Stay tuned to www.thepapare.com for the live action coming up in this encounter. Zahira looking to bounce back, and St. Peter's looking to continue their winning momentum. And we'll take a short commercial break, and we'll come back up with team cards and live action. Stay tuned.
Nevum බව රැකදෙන කුමාරිකා හම්බිට් සංවේදී සමකට Cam Oil Big Shaving Foam අත්විදිය හැකි වෙනසකට Nevum බව රැකදෙන කුමාරිකා හම්බිට් සංවේදී සමකට Cam Oil Big Shaving Foam අත්විදිය හැකි වෙනසකට
The time has come once again for the warriors to battle in pursuit of supremacy. Dialog Schools Rugby League. The battle for supremacy starts in June.
Rasa beda na manji rasa balakay dan alut vela.
Hey, I heard about Z.
Z. We KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Easy.
Education loan, salary advances.
Introducing the digital account NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future.
Address black.
Black? No problem. නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්සෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සෝ ඉවක්ක ස්වභාවික සාරයන් හිස පෝණය කරා නටමුද
No problem.
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහේ ඉදිරිය
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
ජීවිතයක් විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් කිසින්න hold ඔප වෙන්න aloe vera and mint for freshness mild for sensitive skin lemon and lime for an energetic day big shaving foam a change you must experience
Beautiful outside.
වෙනසකට
Your embrace so warm with one more bite of Revelo for sunshine. Don't wanna miss this pouring rain, pleasing my soul with one more bite of Revelo for the rain. This freedom takes me to roads that I have never been. One more bite of Revelo for the road. Love never felt this good with one more bite of Revelo for love.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
නැවුම් බව රැකදෙන්න කුමාරිකා හම්බිට් සංවේදී සමකට camel oil big shaving foam අත්විදිය හැකි වෙනසකට
Welcome back to Maradana, the Zahira College grounds for the encounter between Zahira College hosting St. Peter's College in the fifth week of Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023. And we'll look at the team cards. First, the host Zahira College forwards Mohammad Imtiaz, Riaz, Kamal, Inham, Sabri, Rizvi and Adil Rafiq will complete the forward sets, and we have a small change in the scrum off position. Saldin coming in, and Fazloon and Hakim, Akil, Suhad, Muhammad Shafi and Ahmad Saad completing the Zahira outfit. Same team, just the halfback change from the Royal game. And going through St. Peter's, Jehan Veerabansha, Mitsara Vishmiga, Ranitu will form the front row with Sadev Gamage, Shenuka Pereira, the second half combination. Skipper Ashin Madhukaske, Aiden Fernando, and Dulaj Navodya will complete the forward sets. And we have a new 9-10 combination. Sajid Galage will partner up with Rahul Dipita, and Visheka Silva and Suleiman Rias will be the wings, and former last year's keeper Sudesh Jayavikrama will partner with Pasindu Bandara, and Pasindu will come in as Umit Shihara is missing out this game, and Kushan Taridu will complete the St. Peter's lineup. Sandra, what do you think about St. Peter's performance? First week they won a big game against Royal, and then they had a week break, and they have done 2 trips to Kandy, and they have come successfully to Colombo, to Zahira College, and next week they will go back to Bambalapiti as we see the match officials. Gihan Yatavara will be the referee, and Harshana Vijayveera and Tilan Nilavira will be his assistants. And coming back to the question, what do you think about St. Peter's performance in this
Yes, Nilhan. And compared to the first match St. Peter's played against Royal, and the last match they played last week against Trinity, they have progressed really well. The team combination is really doing good, and also line forwards they are connecting really well. I think they have progressed accordingly with this season. And when it comes to Zahira College, I should mention when it compared to the Science match and Royal match, first half their forwards are very mobile, they are hitting hard, they are widely spread, but in second half their mobility is not much there in their forwards. So to be honest, Zahira College has the heaviest pack in this season, but I don't think they are utilizing that forwards in the second half much as they do in this first half.
And will their backs make a big impact against the St. Peter's lineup? They have made few changes today also, and they have the experience of Sudesh Jayavikrama in the lineup. Will their line could make impact in the St. Peter's line? This?
Yes, definitely. This will be a huge battle between two backs in both teams. Let's go.
Kushan Tharidu get ready to kickstart this encounter.
Ready, Captain!
With St. Peter's as referee Yatavara kicks things off from the boot of Kushan Tharidu. Long hanging kick collected well by Zahira, now passing it to the big forward there. He goes into contact now. Zahira will set things up. That occurs as Rahul Peter kicks the ball to touch, and it's the first throw in for Mithusara Vishmiga. And the Peterites forwards will look into make inroads to this heavy Zahira College forward outlook. And the first line out of the game. St. Peter's going to the second part, but this Zahira College steals that line out. but unfortunately a knock forward, gifting position back to St. Peter's, and not the ideal start for the forwards, losing that first lineup.
Yes, definitely. Actually, St. Peter's got lucky over there because they got the scrum to the side, but they should keep in mind that they are playing in Zahira's home turf, so Zahira has a home advantage. They knows the win, they knows the ground, so they should be more intelligent when it comes to breakdowns.
Galagea getting ready with the feed in. Referee Yattavara laying down the instruction to the both front rows. He needs a clean scrum. First scrum of the game. Two heavily packed heavy packs going head to head. Now Navodya. Ball to Galagea to Peter to Sudesh. Sudesh offloads brilliantly to his partner Pasindu Bandara, and he goes under the post to open the scoring for St. Peter's College. A brilliant first phase try, Senura.
Yes, definitely. It was executed really well. As you can see in this replay, Sudesh Jayavikrama created a gap and a short pass to number 13 over there and clean try.
Beautiful work from last year's keeper, making that space available to Pasindu, and he just went over and scored the opening try. St. Peter's straight away into points from the first phase of attacking, and Rahul Peter will try to add the extras, and the kick is through, so that's 2 more points for the Bamba Brigade as they open the scoring. 7 points to nil just in the 4th minute of play, and Zahira straight away conceding points. Not the ideal start for the home team, Senra.
Zahira didn't expect it. Normally they are very good and very motivated in the first half, but I don't think that this is what they expected.
So see a replay of that conversion from Rahul Peter. Bisects the uprights with his now Zahira with Zad with the restart. A long high hanging kick collected well by St. Peter's and returning the favour back to Zahira. Now their wing 3 Shaf with running and goes into contact. Saldin will set things off and offload it to big forward Mohammed there. And a penalty straight away. Quick tap taken, but referee calling the Peter Rice skipper Madhugaske to the initial point where the penalty. Now straight away St. Peter's looking to run with Galagea taking the ball, and a good kick by St. Peter's, but the chasers could not collect that ball as the ball goes into touch. St. Peter's not playing a same pattern. They went to the corner for the line out, and now taking that quick tap, they had options to whether they wanted to go for points or where they could have gone for touch, but they opted to run from the middle of the park in this first 5 minutes.
I think they should have gone for the touch actually, and Bamba Brigade should keep in mind that they, even though they don't have much bonus points in the score tally, so much more bonus points.
That could have been one of the reasons. But just early on the game, as you see, Zahira now moving out of the red zone. Big kick goes into touch, but St. Peter's opting to run with Sudesh Jayavikrama, the man who has made big inroads in this game early on. Still going, finds the gap straight away, and offload to the side scorer Pasindu to Suleiman, and he's been tackled just near the corner. Now setting things up against St. Peter's with a big lock going into contact. Galagea urging his players to get the ball, and now Zahira College struggling with this speed right defense at the big prop forward. Gain some yards forward. Galagea now going to the line with Jayavikrama. Jayavikrama shows just few inches behind the whitewash into the corner to the winger. Silva, he goes into corner. Galage going in the short side. In the corner, has St. Peter's gone again and scored. Yet the confirmation from referee Yatavara. Still no confirmation. Think the player was bundled into touch is what referee Yatavara. St. Peter's looking deadly with their line center, especially with when Sudesh has the ball in his hand.
Yes, mainly I should mention that Sudesh and Karindu, both of them, they are key players in this back row. They bring ball forward, they create spaces. I think those two are the two playmakers in St. Peter's College backline, and Zahira should keep eye on them mainly. And we are here for another scrum. I think it's a knock-on from St. Peter's College. From the start itself, St. Peter's didn't let Zahira to play their open game. I think that's a good way of a good thumping kick. Number 12, Sudesh Shayakram taking the ball forward with
Kushan goes into contact now. Galage looking for options. St. Peter's playing with the advantage. Goes to the shorter side with Silva goes into contact. Ball lost at that breakdown. So Yatavara will bring back player to that penalty. And will St. Peter's will look for options whether to go for touch. And their main aim would be in this game scoring points as skipper Madhugaski opts for the points. Rahul Peter converted that try and another opportunity to increase his tally. Good start for St. Peter's. First 9 minutes gone, 7 points on board and 3 more points on the way if this kick goes through. What do you think about the start that St. Peter's has?
Yes, definitely Nilhan. They have showed a good momentum from the start of the game. First, they scored a try. And now they will have a good position. So they convert this penalty.
Rahul with the kick. That's looks good. And that's true. So that's 3 more points for the Bomber Brigade. Increasing that tally to 10 points in this first 10 minutes of play. And they have controlled a lot of position and territory in this game.
Yes, definitely. I think
Ball.
they have marked some players in Zahira College. I should name Saad. He couldn't even carry the ball forward. They have locked him. They couldn't. Zahira couldn't utilize their game, the open game. As you can see, Rahul Peter 3 points.
Saad now high hanging kick just goes to 10 meter and collected well there by Sadev Gamage.
Get back.
Now Galage going to the boot of Kushan Tharidu. High hanging kick and that gains some value yards forward, but that kick was on the full, so the play will go near the 22 meter. The first attacking opportunity for Zahira College Central.
Yes, definitely. This is the first attacking opportunity, and also this is the first time Zahira College is inside St. Peter's half. I think this time Zahira should be more intelligent, utilize their forwards more. A line out for Zahira College.
First line out for Zahira. Line out is secured, going for the first spot, but good sack there by St. Peter's. And now Zahira forwards. The ball is still held up, and that's ball back to St. Peter's Centre. Good pressure by the forwards.
Good pressure and good defense. I think St. Peter's have mastered their set pieces really well. line outs, scrums. I think that's a good sign.
This is the ideal sign. There's a small held up in play for injury concern for Zahira College player. That's Abdullah getting a treatment. It was a good defensive work by St. Peter, sacking the ball and the ball being held up and turning the ball over and getting a scrum. 10 points to nil, 12 minutes gone. It's been all St. Peter's in this game. Still the held up in play. So once you played in 2016, how was the team performed that day, Sandra? How did it go?
Well, I should mention the number 25, Rahul Peter. His father is our coach, Colin Dinesh Peter, a great coach. He reminds me of him. Well, team is really good. Like, best days of my life actually.
Yeah, that team had some good quality players. We had
and I should tell our captain Sandesh Jayakrima's brother Sudesh Jayakrima playing as number 12 for St. Peter's.
Yes, and that team had the likes of Avishka Inpella, Sandesh, Yu, and
Rahal Delpachitra, Narendra, Takshina.
That was a good team which played well. And year before, we all won that Sevens Trophy.
Yes.
2015 was a good highlight. And this team looking to do something more in this year. Good. And they set the stage alight in the first game itself at Bambalapitiya beating Royal. And from there onwards, Royal has been very rampantly going forward, sending the oppositions into big scores. As you see, game restarts with Jayavikrama to Pasidu to Kushan. Kushan to Silva. Silva making a good run. Still going Silva. And finally being brought down. Good pressure there by Zahira. Getting that knock on by Jayavikrama there. Now Zahira will try to get things going, but pressure on and he makes the mistake. But referee will go back to that knock-on infringement. Central, the St. Peter's line looks very deadly in this game. Then they're spreading it to the wider channels with Jayavikrama, Tarindu, and then Silva. They are making huge inroads to this Zahira defense.
Yes, exactly. They're running their lines. They're well. I think it's an intelligent game they're playing here because they are not using. St. Peter's is not using their forwards much. They're going with the line because the line is more speed and agile when it comes to break plays.
Now Zahira looking to use their backs. Another good pass, but good tackle there by St. Peter's. Not committing a lot of defenders into the ruck, and then that pressure there by the Peterite player, getting that knock forward from the side scrum of Azan there. And St. Peter's lost the ball, but they managed to bring in a lot of pressure to the Zahira attacking move, and they managed to make Zahira do a lot of mistakes in this game in the initial.
Definitely, Nilan. And these small infringements, they are really costly. So the momentum of Zahira is gone again. So they have to come back again with the momentum. I think these infringements should be avoided. Players like knocking on.
Yeah, that slowed down this game also. Last 2 minutes, we saw 2 scrums, stop starts. Now St. Peter's will look to use their backs again with Gallagher with the feed in to the scrum. Now straight away ball to Peter. Peter to Jayavikrama. That pass not going into hand. Collection done there by Silva. Silva making good yards forward and push the kick. And unable to collect it. But St. Peter's unable to collect it. But Zahira collecting the ball now, securing position and a penalty for Zahira.
From side.
And another attacking move, bringing in more pressure for Zahira.
Yes, St. Peter's came to their 5-meter line. Whenever Peters move their ball to their back line, they always hit the gain line. They always push forward. I think that's a good sign of play by St. Peter's College.
There we go, the kick and chase. But unfortunately giving a penalty just near the 5-meter line. Saad goes kicks to touch. And Zahira College getting near the 22 meter, just outside the 22.
I think Zad was expecting a better kick.
Yeah, Zod had a good game last week. He had a good first half. Tried a 60 meter kick, but unfortunately 6 meter short. So he has the boot if they want to go for points when they have any attacking moves. As you see, Zahira now setting the maul, and a good pressure on St. Peter's as the big forward Ijaz with the ball goes into contact now. Again to Zad. High hanging kick and Tarindu letting that bounce, and finally Jai Vikrama doing the collection, and now Jai Vikrama and Tarindu in tandem making inroads to this Zahira College team as Zad collects and not opts to go for the mark, and the kick goes into touch by Zad, and good pressure there by the St. Peter's. They're running in pairs. Senura.
Yes, definitely, Nilhan. Whenever the ball goes behind with a kick, two playmakers of St. Peter's College, Tarindu and Sudesh, will always be there to collect the ball. So I think Zahira should be more intelligent when they are kicking. They should find gaps. They should kick to the corners, not to the middle, because when you kick to the middle, those fullbacks, they have enough space to sidestep. They have both the sides to move forward. So I think at that place, Zad should be more intelligent when it comes to kicking.
Yeah, Zad has his boot now again. Good line out. St. Peter's not contesting that line out. And now again pressure from St. Peter's. If the ball does not come out, but that comes in now. Zad trying to run from their own 22. Makes good inroads. Finally, the Petra defense is back, but the offload is good to Azan. Now the number 13 Indra went into contact. Azan now looking to clear it with the boot of Zad. High hanging kick into the hands of Kushan Tarindu. Tarindu opts to run. Still going Tarindu. He's making valuable yards forward in this game. Now Veeravangsha now to the big Sadev. And he goes into contact. Now Galage looking for the ball. Now St. Peter's using their big forwards. Ridmal there going into contact. Again from the base of that ball, and good kick there by Peter, but not collected. But finally he gets the ball. Scrappy piece of play by both teams, but Zahira playing with a knock-on advantage. Now Wazan to his partner Zad. Zad goes long. Still not finding touch. St. Peter's allowing to bounce, and Jai Vikrama now with returning the favour with a kick. And he gets touch. And will that be a 50-22 for St. Peter's College? Yes, it is. So beautiful kick by Jai Vikrama.
Yes, very intelligent kick. He spotted the gap and he kicked it. And now again Zahira has to come from the 22 back to St. Peter's half.
Lot of rugby being played in the St. Peter's attacking half. Senura Zahira, lot of defense. Same thing they faced last Saturday at the Royal Complex. But they were in the game in the first 35 minutes. But here St. Peter's having a lead. In the last 10 minutes has yielded no score for both teams, as Vishmika with the throw in and a long throw, but good collection there by Jehan Veerabangsha. Now the Peterite forwards with a lot of pick and go. Here's the big forward there, Ridmal. Now to Sadev Gamage. Galage now going for the backs. Peter, and the collection by Jai Vikrama not good, but still St. Peter's on the attack. Now Kushan Thanidu brought down. There's no way forward there by Thanidu. Now Peter offloading it to the St. Peter's forward there. Now Galage again to Veerabangsha. He goes into contact, gains few yards. Now skipper Madhugaske making inroads at good ball is fed there by Gamage. Now to Silva. Silva cut backs in just inches short. Now to Sadev Gamage, and he goes through. That's the second try for St. Peter's College. And Sadev Gamage, there was ample space in that Zahira defense. And just marching out over that Zahira defense to score the second try. And a good passage of play by the Peterites forwards, slowly gaining the momentum forward, and then the backs making the inroads, and finally Sadev Gamage going over, and St. Peter's 15 points to nil with a kick to come Senura.
Yes, definitely. In all those breakdowns, St. Peter's was really disciplined. Okay, as you can see in the replay, Sadev Gamage scored a try by hitting in the gap. I think Rahul going for the conversion, and he got the distance but not the direction here. Nilhan
unfortunately hitting that upright there. So he's now got 2 kicks out of 3. St. Peter's 15 points ahead.
2 points up.
1 minute. On the minute round again. The break 1 minute.
So news from CRNFC, Sipatana leading 18 points to nil. And against St. Anthony's.
Water break.
And Joe's leading 12 points to 3 at Mount Lavinia. St. Peter's having a good start in this game. 2 quick tries when they started. They scored, and just before this small break in play, St. Peter's went over for the second try, and it's been all dominated by St. Peter's, the territory and the position. We just saw only Zahira coming into their own attacking half only once, and they could not get the maximum out of it. And we see a small water break. It's very hot and humid there at Maradana, and referee allowing a small break in play. 14 minutes or so remaining in the first half. What do you think about Zahira's performance? Not up to the expectations.
Yes, they are not up to the expectation, Nilhan, compared to the previous 2 games they played. The first half is Zahira normally plays a good game in their first halves. Forwards are very widely spread. They are good in their open play, but today they are not showing much aggression when it comes to the play.
Zard with the restart. Going straight, and collection done well there by Peter. Now to Jai Vikrama. Jai Vikrama finds some space, puts the kick, and that goes into touch. So a few meters forward, just near the 40-meter mark. Zahira College having another opportunity for attacking move. Second opportunity in this game, just 22 minutes. They have had a very less ball, similar to what happened to South Africa today in that New Zealand game.
Exactly, Nilan.
Zahira want to get the maximum out of the opportunities presented to them. As the Peterites dominate in the proceedings here at Maradana.
I think Zahira should come up with something to open their scorecard at this moment, because 23 minutes has gone. 14 more minutes to be played.
Ijaz to his player Mohammed, and now the big forward goes into contact. Abdil. Now Wazan to Saad. Breaks through one Saad. Another one goes forward. Looks for the offload, but he goes into ground, and now a penalty. Will Zahira opt for the points, as Senura mentioned earlier, or will they go for the line out? Their line outs has been working well, and now decision making time as the skipper Adil opts for the points, and now an opportunity for Zad.
Yes, it's a good decision, Nilhan, going for the points, because they need to open their scorecard at this moment. And since it's a home ground, home turf, I think this will be an easy kick for start. But we'll see.
Yeah, Zahira is known for their footballing skills, and Zad has a boot, heavy one. Definitely he can clear more than 50 meters. And this would be an easy kick in front of the sticks. Around 35 or more meters. Home turf, as Senra mentioned. Just to open up the scoring for Zahira. Now Zad kick looks good, and that too knocks the upright. Not an ideal kick by Zad. St. Peter's vigilant there now. Kushant Harindu looking for options. Still no support, but finally support arrives as Peter Rice. Now Galage will look to clear from their own red zone, but Madugaske went into contact to make it a bit more comfortable to Galage, but still St. Peter's opting for the pick and drives, and finally now ball to Rahul Peter. A good high hanging kick collection is done. Running laterally is Zahira, not making any inroads forward, as a good tackle there by Pasindu. Now St. Peter's looking to counteract it, but no good there. Zahira using their forwards. Wazan to skipper Adil. Slowing things down. Now finally going to the line is Zahira. To the wing three, Shafiq. Good continuity away with Zahira. Slowing things down, playing to their own pace. That's what they really needed to do. Now Wazan to the first 5-8. He kicks, but the kick is not good. Good pressure by St. Peter's, and referee deeming that was a penalty infringement. Senra.
Yes, Nilan, and that's the first time we saw continuity in Zahira's team play. And I should mention the skipper of Zahira team. Whenever he catches the ball, he always gains some territory. He goes for some powerful hits.
Small head up in play. Don't know the exact reason, but referee Atavara.
Nilan, even though Zahira has continuity, they didn't hit the gain line much. They didn't go forward. They were going parallelly. I don't think it's a good...
Something with the crowd, I think, as you see the commissioner also coming here and making some instructions. we'll just go through what's happening at other games. Dharmaraja College leading 9 points to 7 at the complex. That's some interesting news. And Trinity leading 24 points to 3 at the Lions Den. As you see, a quick tap taken by the big forward Radimal. Now St. Peter's losing that ball in that contact. Knock forward. And a penalty given away.
I don't think that's a good decision, Nilhan. When the opposite side is
and St. Peter's will be definitely aiming that 4 tries, so they got 27 minutes on, other 2. It's important as in 2019 St. Peter's just lost the league by just 1 point. Those bonus points are very crucial for the Bomber Brigade, just getting only 1 bonus point with that victory over Dharmaraj. Here we go, the replays of the tries. St. Peter's where Pasindu Bandar opened up scoring for the Bomber Brigade with that Seki move and a great timely offload by the former skipper Sudesh Jayavikrama. And Rahul Peter added the extras, and then he had opportunity to add 3 more points, and he did it with his in his first game this season. And then we saw Sadev Gamage just going through that Zahira defense with ease. So it's 15 points to 0 in favor of the Bomber Brigade. Small held up in play again for that injury to that Zahira player. So it's been all St. Peter's in this 27 minutes. And Zahira had an opportunity to cut the deficit by 3, but unfortunately kick by Ahmed Saad hit that upright and denied him that 3 points. He had the distance, but just that direction hitting that upright. As you see, he gains a few meters forward. That touch finder. Zahira lineouts have been working, Senuda, as we mentioned earlier in this game, but there's no inroads there onwards in their passage of plays.
as soon as Zahira jumpers landed, St. Peter's
doing well there, not allowing Zahira to form that rolling maul. Now
really well, Nilhan, I should mention that.
Now Zahira looking to use their backs. No look pass there by Shafiq. Not gaining any dividends as we see St. Peter's turning the ball over, but was illegal, says referee Atavara, and giving that penalty to Zahira. Zahira is getting some penalties also. Zad will look to get some valuable yards forward, but the continuity in phases, they do the collection, they make the maul, but there onwards there's no inroads into this speed right defense, so holding it firm in this first half.
Yes, Nilhan. Peters, throughout this first half, Peters are camping inside Zahira's half. And let's see what Zahira have in this line out.
The line out combination of Muhammad Hijaz and Ijaz, the two Ijazes working in tandem for Zahira. And this player has been struggling with some, he had his arm scrapped as the pick forward. Muhammad, big cog in this Zahira pack. Very important that he continues to play in this game.
When it comes to line out defense, St. Peter's is really intelligent. They play smart in line outs. They defense well.
Now Randimal, they are being caught. Now Zahira playing with advantage. Saldin asking for the ball now. They're going to spread it to the corner. Indra to Shafi, but unfortunately knocking the ball, and referee will come back to that maul penalty. Zahira not grabbing those opportunities. As you see, they wanted to spread it to the corner. Now Indra, and unfortunately Ahmed Saad not having the game that he intended before the start of the play. He is a very important integral part of the Zahira outfit. If he plays well, the team plays well. And he gains few yards. Now Zahira into the St. Peter's red zone. Another ideal opportunity, and St. Peter's defense could be tested. Senora.
Yes, Nilhan, exactly. Zahira is given many opportunities, and I think they should come up with something and get their score sheet up and running, because only 5 minutes left for the first half, and Zahira is still 0 and St. Peter's 15.
The just pairing working well again for Zahira. Now that Ronnie Mall working well. Good pressure on St. Peter's, but it goes laterally and finally brought down, and St. Peter's is not allowing the ball to come out, and that's the result St. Peter's wanted. They have been doing this in this first half, and as you said, all the defensive work paying dividends for the Peterites.
Yes, definitely brilliant defense from St. Peter's College forwards over there. They're playing a very intelligent game, a very intelligent way of defending. I think that's a good sign for the team as well.
Yeah, as you see another replay now, that Rolly Mall stop, and they want this ball. We see the ball, but Zahira is unable to take it out, and then the position is given to St. Peter. Zahira, if they takes the ball into the mall, they should take it out. That they could not. Now Galage to Peter. Peter opts to put a kick and chase with knowing that Pasindu and Silva will run, but they could not collect it. Now Zahira will look for options with Mohammed taking the ball over. He goes into contact, not gaining some yards, but knocked forward in the process. And again, no continuity in play in Zahira's attacking moves. Still making mistakes in the second phase of play. That's hurting them very badly.
Yes, Nilhan, exactly. And I think St. Peter's, when they're in their red zone, they should come out of the red zone. They should not play some snippy rugby.
Yeah, Peter opted to the kick, but then he changed his mind and tried to run, break that defense, the defender, and tried to make the kick, but knowing that Silva and Taridu is running. And now Galage feeding the ball to the corner. Now Suleiman is bundled into touch there by Zahira. St. Peter still looking to run, knowing that they have made valuable yards forward. And their game plan still is to break this Zahira line, which is, I think, unable to cope up with the Peterite pace.
Yes.
Nearing the first half, fast few minutes. Still Zahira with possession. Every time St. Peter's have the ball, they would like to spark something up. But Zahira, on the other hand, have a lot of possession in these last 10 minutes or so, but still unable. As you see, another line out. The Ijaz combination again playing well, and not gaining yards. Now they go to the wing, and a good pass, but the collection there by the Zahira. Outside centre Indra not working well. St. Peter's wanted to play on, but referee already mentioning that they will form the scrum. Another opportunity for Peterites. Any guesses, Sendrawat's their move will be, I'm predicting the same thing as the first 10 minutes, spreading the ball to the corner with Jai Vikram.
And spreading to the ball to the, and definitely they will find some gaps and try to push forward through those gaps. I don't think St. Peter's go for the kicking game right now, but it's up for the players to decide at this moment. Gallagher to the put-in. Steady scrum. Good number 8 break. Okay, to win 3. Nice chip kick.
Good running there by Suleiman, bringing that pressure back and getting that penalty for holding on St. Peter's. Madugaske taking the quick tap. Zahira not retrieving the 10 meters. Now another advantage for Petrais. Now Navodaya to the big Rashmika, and he offloads to Fernando there. And now Gamage to Sadev. And Jai Vikrama now looking to make things, but referee will call back play to that not 10 meter, and we see Zahira number 7 Ijaz, who has been a very good ball collector in the line out, going to the bin for not retrieving that 10 meters. But St. Peter's has another go just before half time, Sindhu.
And St. Peter should master, because one forward is missing in Zahira College. So if they go for a good line out, they have one play extra.
Goldman's hair and body wash for a quick shower. Cleanston's and cools your skin. This is available at all leading supermarkets. Good product for the boys after the game. Sindra, as you see, St. Peter's now with a one-man advantage, opting for a scrum, trying to run again. Okay, through this Zahira defense with Gallagher feeding things off. And now Peter passing it to Jai Vikrama. Jai Vikrama looking to run through, and a good offload to Navodaya. Navodaya to the corner. Now Suleiman tries to run through that 2 defenders, finally brought down. St. Peter's looking to run in the shorter side. There was some good inroads there by Peter, but Zahira defense up to the task. And Vishmika went into contact. Now St. Peter's few meters forward, still going strong. And referee calling play back for a high tackle. And for Aiden Fernando taking that quick tap. And Zahira still deemed offside by referee. Now Vishmika making inroads. Now Navodaya offload is good to Kushan Tarindo. Good silky hands. Has Madugaske gone and scored? We await the confirmation from referee Atavara. No try, says referee, and that's half time here at Maradana. Zahira living dangerously. St. Peter's looking deadly. Here we go, another replay now. Gallagher to Navodaya. He wanted some options, but then he made that offload to Kushan Tharindu. Silky hands there by Bandara to Madugaske, but unfortunately that grounding was not perfect, was the call from referee, and that's the half time at Maradana. St. Peter's leading, and Keel's Chris Naimiris, the bite that bites back. This is a sausage, a Keel's nice mini sausage is ideal pairing to spice up your parties, hangouts, gatherings with a unique and all flavor that will sting your taste buds with a hit of spice of 9 minutes. Available at all supermarkets. And that's the halftime confirmation. St. Peter's 15 points to nil, leading here at Maradana. Led pretty well in the first half. We see the highlights. First try, beautiful work there by Sudesh Jai Victor to send Sindhu Bandara over for the first try for the Peterites, and playing his first game, Rahul Peter added the 2 points, then he increased that tally up to another 3 points with that penalty, and then we saw Sadev Gamage just easily going over for the second try for the Bumper Brigade. So 15 points to nil, and we'll take a short commercial break and we will come back with the live action of the second half.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ Dandex Active Climbasol පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. හැමදාම Dandex නම් හැමදාම no problem. Dandex හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Manicure hot and spicy, trending fashion around navy. Rasa baby, Papare beat ke Saturday ko tumhe Punjabi. Let baby, mom, Saturday kapuna, rasa diva paheruna. Saturday adanari ko tumi Pantama, fun update bena, hot cup pe kapmana. Saturday adanari ko tumi Pantama, prima ko tumi Pantamai.
Aloe vera and mint for freshness. Chamomile for sensitive skin. Lemon and lime for an energetic day. Big shaving foam. A change you must experience. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න Gold ඔපම වෙන්න.
With one more bite of Revelo for sunshine.
හැමදාම Dandex නම් හැමදාම no problem. Dandex හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න Gold ඔපම වෙන්න.
Manicure hot and spicy, cheering skirt than navy. Saturday baby, kappe ate, match එක පන් කරලා මලාවි. Saturday baby, හිත තාල නැත වෙනා, fun මිනිම වින්නුනා. Saturday අතනාරි කොතුමි Pantama, fun Papare play වෙනා, set එක connect වුණා. Saturday අතනාරි කොතුමි Pantama, prima කොතුමි Pantamai.
Aloe vera and mint for freshness. Chamomile for sensitive skin. Lemon and lime for an energetic day. Big shaving foam. A change you must experience.
Revelo for love.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න Gold ඔපම වෙන්න.
Chase රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරට කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැර Calypso mix එක ඕනේ වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා Boring life එක break up කරගෙන salsa නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට onion kick එක full happening වෙනවා අචි රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා
Beautiful outside and inside. හැමදාම Dandex නම් හැමදාම no problem. Dandex හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Cheese රසට යාළුවෝ සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරල කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා Calypso mix එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා Boring life එක break up කරගෙන salsa නටනවා රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ Dandex Active Climbasol පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. හැමදාම Dandex නම් හැමදාම no problem. Dandex හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
නැවුම් බව රැකදෙන කුමාරිකා හම්බිට් සංවීධී සමකට කැමෝයිල් බික්
The time has come once again for the Warriors to battle in pursuit of supremacy. Dialog Schools Rugby League. The battle for supremacy starts in June.
Season 1 දැනුම Season 2 චරිතාවලිය Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
Welcome back to Zahira College grounds here in Maradana for the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023 Week 5 encounter. St. Peter's leading Another matches happening to the St. Thomas's taking on St. Joseph's. That's 24-12 at the moment. And Royal College leading 26 points to 12 at Dharmaraja, and St. Anthony's playing Sipatana. That was 18 points to 5. And finally Trinity Science leading 13 points to 10. And it's second half as Zahira with Zad's boot kick things off. And good collection by St. Peter's there. Now Galage setting things off to Peter. Good high hanging kick. And collection is good by Zahira. Now straight away return in the favour. And now Jaya Vikrama collects, and he also opts for the touch. He wanted 50-22, but that went out in full. So early line out for Zahira, and the problem is that the Zahira collection maker who was spot on during the first half, Ijaz, is in the bin. So Zahira need to go to another line out jumper, and now ideal opportunity for St. Peter's also.
Yes, that's not an ideal kick by St. Peter's College, and St. Peter's back row should keep that in mind, that they are playing with the win, so they can take the support. They can use the win as a player. So this will be an opportunity for Zahira College.
Line out is good by Zahira now. That's Hakeem now spreading the ball to the wider channels, and finally Zad going into contact. Now Akib Azan setting things off and offloading it to his forward. Now Akib pass to skipper Adil, and not collecting well.
A good line speed is displayed by St. Peter's College defense.
Some scrappy play there by Zahira, and St. Peter's also getting a penalty for offside. It's the collector from that knock forward. The player who collected was in offside position, and St. Peter's with Madugaske's directions are straight away going into the scrum. And they want to exploit that one-man advantage.
And that's a good decision actually, because they know that they can't win lineouts with this Zairian pack.
I think they wanted with that they wanted that extra man in that line. Augalage spreading the ball as we see Vindya Nimel is back in the park. So St. Peter's coach Marty is making changes at half time. Now Madugaske to Dimel. Dimel puts the kick in. Zahira letting the ball bounce as Zad collects and goes into heavy traffic as St. Peter's trying to keep him, and we could see another
brilliant defense by St. Peter's College over there, holding Zad up by 3 players of St. Peter's College.
That has been a plan of St. Peter's College, holding that player and gaining that scrum feed in. So ideal opportunity for the Peterites who was on the hunt for 2 more tries. And Zahira also will look to make few inroads in this Peterite defense. They have what it takes. They had superb 2 games. They played very well, but unfortunate heavy defeat to Royal have demoralized them, and they're still struggling to come out of that loss last week. St. Peter's will try to make some inroads in the second half. Now Galage to win the Dimel. Dimel to Jaya Vikrama. Jaya Vikrama offloading it to Bandar, the strike scorer. Bandar goes into contact. Still St. Peter's playing with an advantage. Navodya getting the ball. Now Jaya Vikrama shows and goes. And a good offload there by the former skipper. Now Galage to win the Dimel. Win the Dimel to Madugaske. Madugaske straighten things. Tries to go on his own. Few meters short. And good collection there by the front row player Vishmika Metusara. And has he gone over? Is what referee Yatagama will ask Yatavara. And that's a try for St. Peter's. Madugaske going in and offloading it to Vishmika Metusara, and he goes into it goes over the line, and St. Peter's open the scoring, and that's the third try for the Bomber Brigade. And continuing on how they started the first half, Senura, they opened up the first half with a try. Now they're doing the same in the second half.
Yes, a brilliant passage of play, and they're using the width. They are passing the ball to both corners. They're spreading the game, and
Vishmika Metusara.
Vishmika Metusara with a quick pick and go. Tharindu is taking the kick for St. Peter's College. Important 2 points.
Yeah, with Vinder Dimmer coming in, Rahul Peter going out. The kicking duties have changed hands. And Kushan Tharindu now will take over from Peter. Difficult angle. The wind is also Simma. And the kick goes astray. There's no distance in that, neither the direction. So the score will stand at 20 points to nil. St. Peter's scoring 3 tries. Zahira College needs to come back strong. They lost the plot against Royal in the last 20 minutes. Royal scored 4 tries in that 20 minutes time. If that continues today, St. Peter's could have a good day in the office with the points, as Jai Vikrama's kick goes inside the 22 meters. Zahira allowing. Now Zahirians trying to run, and the kick comes from Shafiq there. The collection is good by Jai Vikrama. Jai Vikrama pass collected well, and good pressure by Zahira. Good counter knocking done by Zahira. That's a positive from the boys as the crowd cheers the home team. The front row moment goes into contact. St. Peter's letting the ball play as Zahira makes that knock forward infringement. And now the counter attack by the Peterites with Kushan Tharindu offloading it to Zulaiman. And now St. Peter's again will set things off with Sadev Gamage going into contact. Now Vinder Dimel looking for options. Goes to his mate Jai Vikrama to Navodya. Navodya's offload is straight. But collection done by Madugaske, but unfortunately is bundled into touch. St. Peter's trying to run, and Zahira making mistake. That pattern continues to go on in the second half.
Yes, Neilha. So far, St. Peter's had the possession most of the time throughout these 43 minutes. They were dominating the game. But again, there's another chance for Zahira College to come back to open the scorecard. How well will they utilize this line out?
Yes, and coach Martis have made another change. Gallagher is out, and we see Praneeth Silva. And a good passage of play by Hayden Fernando. Hayden Fernando going and scoring under the post for the Peterites for the bonus point, which was their first target in this game, and St. Peter's running it away here at Maradana.
A brilliant play by Aiden here.
St. Peter's continuing what they came in for.
I think Zahira scrum off more time that ball to the fly off. I think Aiden there acting as a scrum half, saw the opportunity.
Kicks is through by Tharinduk, and that's 2 more points for St. Peter's. So 27 points and bonus points secured for the Bomber Brigade. And from now onwards, as we see a replay of that try. Collection by Aiden Fernando. And he went over.
St. Peter's here to receive the restart. Saad. A high hanging kick. Passing. A good break by number 13 over there. But couldn't maintain the continuity. Zahira with the ball with another opportunity in St. Peter's half. Offside, says the referee. Neela, what do you think? Will Zahira go for 3 points or will they go for the touch?
I think they are opting to go for touch. They want to add some points.
Number 8, Zahira. Number 8. Number 8.
They gain some valuable meters forward.
5 minutes short of the 22-meter line.
Zahira also make a few changes. Here we go. The replay of that try. And a good interception there by Aiden Fernando. And he went over under the post. Now Zahira.
Get back.
Setting things up. The big forwards barging through the defense, gaining few yards forward. Hakim and collection is not good, but play on, says the referee. Zahira backs. Still not making any inroads. Good defensive work by the Bomber Brigade. Halting the home team of gaining any meters forward. Still pressure on in that ruck.
Play on, first arrival.
Turnover by St. Peter's College. Number 1, the big prop.
It's Ranita Radimal turning the ball over now. Now Radimal acting as a scrum half and looking to spread his Silva. Silva goes through, has support from Tarindu, but he goes into contact. Now Praneeth Silva passing it off. Now the big prop forward Rishmal now to Jai Vikrama. Jai Vikrama's pass goes into hands of Vishenka Silva. And Praneeth Silva, the replacement scrum half, runs through that blind side. And now to the big prop Ridmal goes into contact. These forwards are piling on as Zahira give away the penalty, and quick tap taken there by the try scorer and offloads it to Praneeth. Replacement scrum of Praneeth Silva. That's Praneeth Silva going over for St. Peter's. And that's the 5th try. And St. Peter's marching towards another victory in this Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023.
Jaivira and Galage both are good snippy scrum halves for St. Peter's College. And Tarun Dilshan with the 2 points.
So that's true from Tandu Kushan. So St. Peter's gaining that 7 points. $34 points to nil.
Zahira back with the restart kick.
We see the replay of that try. We'll see it a few minutes later in the next breakdown as Zahira kick things off and collection is done by St. Peter's as Jaya Vikrama puts in the kick. Collection is done well there by Kitchell. And he goes into contact now. Zahira looking for options. A wayward pass. This could be dangerous. The speed right defensive line is pretty fast. And Azan going for a box kick. Collection is done. Now St. Peter's trying to run with Bandara offloading to Kushan Tarindu. This is vintage St. Peter's rugby from the backs. Still going is Tarindu. Now finally being brought down. Now looking to spread to the corner. Easy going to the skipper Sudesh Jayavikrama. And floodgates have opened at Maradana as St. Peter's running through with their sixth try. Senura, beautiful passage of play by St. Peter's College.
Yes, definitely. Great handling skills. And Tarindu Dilshan, he was taking his time running across, waiting for the support to arrive, and then he gave a brilliant offload. And after that, finally, Sudesh Jayavikrama scored a brilliant try for St. Peter's College. From previous games as well, Tarindu Dilshan is a good try creator. He looks for the gap, he runs for the gap, and he offloads when the time is right.
Emi Javir has made his way to this game and he's going to take this conversion. Sets things up and the kick is through, so that's 2 more points for St. Peter's. Things going well for the Bamba Brigade, and Zahira still struggling to put some points on the board.
Will Peters win this match with the highest margin of this season? Ilham, what do you think?
20 minutes remaining, anything is possible. But
I think still Zahira has time to come back, but
I would like to see some points scored by Zahira College. They were not so bad in the first 2 games, but after that Royal defeat, I think they've been struggling after that heavy defeat. And St. Peter's coming into Maradana has done brilliantly, as we see in the Nimel. And now St. Peter's kicking the ball out in the full.
that's not an ideal kick by St. Peter's College. They were a little too eager over there. They should have passed the ball, worked the corner lines. Now again another brilliant opportunity to Zahira forwards. I think Zahira will go for the rolling maul here. What do you think, Nilhan?
Collection is good, as you said. They will form the rolling maul. They will try to make few inroads in the speed right defense. Going strong is Zahira. Finally brought down. And Zahira will look for the close pick and goes. Slow ball from the home team. Another try forward. St. Peter's defense holding it strong. Good pressure by the Peterites. But Zahira patiently playing some phrases. And a penalty. And a stop in play. Referee calling the Peterite. Ashane Madugaski, skipper, giving them a warning. Next infringement could be a yellow card for the Bomber Brigade.
Yes, yes, definitely, Nilhan. I think the infringement is that the St. Peter's defense is not using the whole arm; they are using only shoulders to tackle. And one thing what I have noticed here is Zahira breakdowns, they are taking too much time. That gives the opposition to organize their defense.
No, not quick ball coming out of the rucks. The rolling maul going well. Zahira making few meters forward. St. Peter's trying to hold on. Have they gone over? Held up, says referee. The Cyrus, have they scored? From the replay, the referee told that it was held up, so that will be a goal line dropout for St. Peter's.
The open side, Wintri and Tarudu also came to the mall at that point.
The crowd at Maradana had already celebrated that try, but didn't see that held on signal by referee Atavara. And Zahira kicking from that drop. Zahira now looking to make inroads is Indra. Mohammad Indra making a few yards forward. St. Peter's trying to compete, but no use at that ruck. Other replacements, Zahid goes into contact and St. Peter's turning the ball over illegally, says referee.
I think now Zahira is showing the momentum that we were expecting from the beginning of the game, Nilhan.
Definitely this is what was expected by the Maradana faithful, but it is coming 50 minutes a bit too late. Zahad opting to go for touch. As we see another replay of that rolling maul move. Zahira made valuable yards forward as St. Peter's with Kushan Tharindu Navodya getting into the fray, and referee had no sight of that grounding, so that was held up. Zahira now, have they scored? Yes, this time they have scored, and that's Sabri scoring for Zahira. And finally the homeboys going over the line to open the scorebook. Mohammad Zabri.
I think in the 50th minute, Zahira College is opening the score sheet. Sardis going for the 2 points here. Taking the steps.
5 points for Zahira, and Ahmed Zahad now with the conversion.
I think these 2 points are really important for Zahira at this moment of the game.
Kick looks good, and that's two. That's 2 more points for Zahira. And Saad adding that extras. Seven points for the home team.
St. Peter's back with the restart. Tarun Dilshan for the kick. A good high-hanging kick by Tarun Dilshan. Collected well by Zahira College. They are opting to run rather than clearing out. Zahira College clearing out. They took the ball back inside the 22-meter line, so the kick is the line out mark has been brought back inside the 22-meter line again. St. Peter's College with the line out.
They use their backs, and now it's the time for the forwards, I think. Few replacements coming in, and you see the scrum half feeding the ball Pranit Silva now. And looks good as Tharindu to Jayavira offloading to Navodya. Now the Pete Wright skipper, last year skipper Jaya Vikrama going over. Unfortunately knocking the ball in the process.
Unfortunate error by Sudesh Jayavikrama. It should have been his second try of this match.
When he collects the ball, he makes an impact in this game from the beginning.
Definitely. He's taking the ball in, he's hitting hard to the gaps, and
unfortunately could not round it there. Would have been his second try. St. Peter's have brought in a lot of replacements, knowing that this game is in the bag.
17 more minutes to go in according to our clock here, Nilhan.
It's,
so much to play for both teams.
It's a big prop forward with Ranitu is off. As we see Pavani Imesha Idrisinger coming in for St. Peter's. So now Zahira, first things first, need to go out of their danger zone, and that scrum is not good by St. Peter's, and a penalty for the home team.
Going side, says the referee. I think Zahira team can launch a good attack from here, Nilhan.
The forwards are very capable. We just saw it, but that came a bit too late in this game.
And again, that's not the expected kick from Zahira. They're still in their 22-meter line.
Now Zahira with the feed in, throw into the line out. Ija's collection is good. Now to Hakim, and offload collection is not good. Going back, and he's been taken over. And St. Peter's get a scrum in the 5-meter line. It's a very good set piece for the Peterites for another try. Sandro.
Yes, Nilhan. The line speed is maintained really well by St. Peter's defense.
It's been a very quiet game for Dulaj Navodya, the number 8. He has been on all the supporting runs and clearing all the rucks. Ideal opportunity for him to run from this back of the scrum. Pranit, he's going to the move as we see Amit Kushant Tharindu to the corner for Bandara. Has he gone over for his second try? We await the confirmation from referee Atavara, Gihani Atavara. So consulting his assistant. And the try looks good for St. Peter's as Pasidu Bandar goes over for his second try of the game. It's a brilliantly planned move from the back line of St. Peter's, and they continue to perform well in this game.
Pasidu Bandar had a good game today, Nilhan. Amit Jaivira to the conversion. A touchline kick. He had the distance but not the direction. So again back to the restart. Zahira.
The last few minutes in this game, 15 minutes or so remaining. And St. Peter's coming back strong after conceding that try. Zahira scored through Sabri. This Sahad converted, and now Pasidu Bandar went in for the pit rights.
Good long kick by Zahira College. Again, Amit Jaivira clearing it off from the 22-meter line.
Good pressure there by the side of scrum half. Leaking that mistake from the Peter right.
Again, Zahira with another opportunity inside St. Peter's half.
St. Peter's gave away a penalty last time. The last scrum. The new forwards, front row of the Peter Rights. Changes coming in. The ball is turned over by the Peter Rights. This is Amit Jaivira offloading it to Sudesh Jaivikrama. Puts the kick and chase. The ball bounces good, and that's a try for Amit Jaivira, who started, but unfortunately no try, says referee Atavara.
This is the second time St. Peter's College go on top of the try line and knock on the ball.
Yeah, first time it was Sudesh Jaivikrama who made unfortunately knock forward. Now Amit, who created this try with Jaivikrama putting that kick. And Amit collecting, unfortunately he couldn't ground the ball, is what was the call from referee Gihani Atavara. And the Peter Rights have to go again if they want to cross the half century mark.
And what I say from this match and also with the last week match against Trinity, when Peters comes inside the opposition half, they camp and they somehow try to get a score to their score sheet.
Now Zahira looking to run, making that break for Zahira is the strike scorer Zabri. Ball going in. The kick is not what is expected. Zahira showcasing some football skills there. Now trying to run from their own half is the home team. Spreading it to the wider channels for a kick and chase. And still going, but finally bundled into touch by St. Peter's.
A good passage of play by Zahira over there. Presenting some good football skills.
So Zahira opting to run and made some yards forward in the process. Royal College has won against Dharmaraja. That's 36 points to 18. And at Pallekele Trinity, 55 points to 10. St. Thomas have beaten St. Joseph, so that's curtains for St. Joseph losing their third game. Zahira slowly making it inroads.
Zahira working the ball. They are using the width. That's a bad pass. Again, possession is regained by St. Peter's College.
Good silky skills by the Peterites. Initially by Sudesh Jayavikrama's backhand pass. And now St. Peter's still going, but unfortunately they knocked the ball over, but referee calling back for a penalty. Quick tap taken by Sadev Gamage. Now Jayavikrama shows and goes. And Praneeth Silva scoring for St. Peter's. That's his second try. And the tries continue as St. Peter's pass the 50 points.
The replacements come off for St. Peter's College.
Here we go, a replay. Navodya to Jayavikrama showed and offloads it to Praneeth Silva. He goes on for his second try. And St. Peter's march forward. Jayavira now setting his sights on adding 2 more points. Here we go, that beautiful pass by Jayavikrama to Amit Jayavira. And the Zahira player being attended and stretched off. And full-time confirmation from CRNFC is that Isipatana has won 37 points to 26. So they have got another victory. 5 games on a trot. And another game remaining next week against Wesley. So this bonus point for St. Peter's will be very crucial when they go into the second round. And on the other group, St. Joseph losing out means it will be either St. Thomas's or DSA Nanaik would are in the pole position to grab that second place. Isipatana is going strong, so that DS versus St. Thomas's encounter would be a very good encounter, which will be coming up the coming week. Now Jayavira with the conversion. Kick looks good, but no direction, so unfortunately could not add any extras. As the score stands at 51 points to 7. And game being done and dusted for St. Peter's. Senura, we need to also judge the player of the match in this game, the NDB player of the match. So we see Zahira kicking things off, a long kick. And now Jayavikrama, one of the contenders for that player of the match with Kushan Tarinu. Now Navodya. Offload is good. Beautiful run by Jayavikrama. He's continuing to pile on this pressure on. And a good kick and chase. A referee saying play on. There was St. Peter's turning the ball over. Now good offload by that replacement. Forward now. Gamage going into contact. Now Kushan Tharindu to Jayavira. Jayavira to Madhugaske. Madhugaske goes straight into contact now. Tharindu few meters short of the try line. Now to Sadev. Good long pass. That's the hat trick coming in for Praneeth Silva. He has been on fire after coming in. Scoring his third. And St. Peter's running right here at Maradana.
Praneeth Silva coming in the half time and playing an immense game here at Maradana.
He's one of the nippy scrummers who knows to be at the correct spot at the correct time.
Yes, exactly. Again, Amit Zahira with the kick.
Here we go, another replay. Heshan Navodya putting that long cutout pass and sending Pranit Silva over the line to score his hat-trick. Amit Zahira now. Zahira's kick is wide this time too, so no more additional points, and that's it from Maradana. St. Peter's winning 56 points to 7 against Zahira College. A job well done for Coach Martis and his team that continues to pile on. 56 points to 7. That's the full-time confirmation. And we need to declare a man of the match. Contenders would be Pranit Silva with his 3 tries, Pasindu Bandara, but I would go for Sudesh Jayavikrama. He has been a very powerful player. He has made an impact every time he catches the ball. So the NDB player of the match is Sudesh Jayavikrama from St. Peter's, and St. Peter's winning it comfortably, 56 points to 7. And that's the 4th win for the Bomber Brigade. They have 2 games at home with Science College and Vidyarth. And the Zahira College team needs to bounce back with these 2 heavy defeats.
St. Peter's College dominating throughout this 70 minutes.
Yeah, the line has been playing the line. The back line has been working brilliantly, and
Thank you.
the key is Chris Naimiris, the bite that bites back you. That's available at the supermarket outlet. Something to have for the Peterites after winning this game at Maradana. The boys from Bambalapitia has been very pivotal and ruthless in this game. Here we go, the highlights from the second half. Skipper Madhugaske straightening things up, and then the hooker Vishmika Metusara went over for the Bomber Brigade, and then we saw this intercepted try. Zahira clumsy slow, and Aiden Fernando timing his run to perfection, and he went over to score the second try in the second half for the St. Peter's. Kushantarlu added the extras from that try. Then we saw a quick tap taken by St. Peter's, and the replacement scrum of Pranit Silva came into the fray with a try. The conversion was good, and here we saw a try from last year's keeper, the NDB player of the match for St. Peter's, Sudesh Jayavikrama. And Amit Zahira took on the kicking duties from there onwards and added 2 more points. Then Zahira came into the fray. Some good passages of play, and finally Zabri going over for Zahira, and Ahmed Saad adding that conversion from that difficult angle. Then St. Peter's continue from there where they left, and this time Pasindu Bandar went over for the second try of the game for him. And this was another beautiful work there done by Sudesh Jayavikrama to send Pranit Silva for his second. And just before the full time we saw Pranit going over for third. So St. Peter's completely dominating the game and taking that big W with a bonus point. They will look to play. So you see the key stats, Zahira scoring 1 try and conversion. For St. Peter's it was 8 tries for the Pete Wrights.
Papare scoring 8 tries, 4 conversions and 1 penalty with a total of 56 points to 7 against Zahira College at Maradana.
And the NDB player of the match, Sudesh Jayawickrama. There were notable mentions. Pranit Silva came into the fray in the second half, and we saw Pasidu Bandara playing well, and skipper Madhugaske also played a brilliant game, but as we expected, Jayawickrama was spot on with everything that he touched. He made an impact, so he's NDB player of the match.
Yes, the St. Peter's backline was playing well.
And coming up next week, as we mentioned, week 6, Zahira College will take on St. Thomas's, and that will be the game most probably will seal the second spot in Group A. Then Isipathana play Wesley at Havelock Park. St. Peter's will host Science College at Bambalapitiya. So after 3 away games, the Pete Wrights will come back to Bambalapitiya. Trinity and Royal, Bradby first leg, that's an important fixture in the school's calendar, and that will be worked off at Pallekele. Then Kingswood will host their candy rival St. Anthony's at Pallekele. That will be on Sunday. And then Zahira, after this defeat, has to go back to Bogambara to face Vidyartha. So that will be another game which Coach Walpola and the Zahira team will look to bounce back going into the last 2 weeks. So that's it from the Papare.com live from Zahira College with myself, Nilhan and Senura, and the technical and the production team. It's good night and hope to see you all in next week's action. Bye bye from Zahira.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
ජීවිතය අත්තිනින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න ගෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. WeKYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
Aloe vera and mint for freshness, chamomile for sensitive skin, lemon and lime for an energetic day. Big shaving foam, a change you must experience.
මේ ජොබ් එක අදම කරන්න ඕනේ. අදම? No problem.
ඕගොල්ලොත් එන්නේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකට. ඩ්‍රෙස් කෝඩ් එක black.
Black? No problem.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ Dandex Active Climbasol පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. ස්වභාවික සාරයන් හිස පෝෂණය කරයි.
නටමුද?
No problem.
හැමදාම Dandex නම් හැමදාම no problem. Dandex හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. ගෝල්ඩ් ඔපම Aloe vera and mint for freshness. Chamomile for sensitive skin. Lemon and lime for an energetic day. Big shaving foam. A change you must experience.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Cheese රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරද කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා කැලිප්සෝ මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්සා නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වෙනවා අචි රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා හිත තාලනට වෙනා පන්නිනිම වින්නුනා සරදාවී අතනාරි කොක්තුමි පම්තමා ප්‍රීමා කොක්තුමි පම්තමයි
Your embrace so warm with one more bite of Revelo for sunshine. Don't wanna miss this. Pleasing my soul with one more bite of Revelo for the rain. This freedom takes me roads that I have never been. With one more bite of Revelo for love never felt this good. With one more bite of Revelo for love.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. VKYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
Nevum බව රැකදෙන කුමාරිකා හම්බිට් සංවේදී සමකට Camo Oil. Big shaving foam. අත්විඳිය හැකි වෙනසකට.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.